Hey everybody, his name is Michael here. Today I am very excited to bring you my build and buy overview of the new expansion pack for The Sims 4, Adventure Awaits. I want to say a big thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing access to this expansion, and I want to say a big thank you to you for clicking onto this video. So here we have the beautiful world of Gibby Point, which I believe is loosely based on New Zealand. We've got 3 different neighborhoods. We've got some playgrounds and custom venues and residential rentals already placed down, which is really nice. Help get you going. And we also have 2 64x64 lots, which is crazy. I believe Windenburg may be the other 2 64x64 lot. I will fact check that later and then, put some kind of annotation or something. But yeah, we can get started. Let's dive into the build and buy. Alrighty, now we'll get started with buy mode. I like starting with buy mode. There's lots of different items to cover, so let's get through them. Right, here we have the single bed. Some natural wood, which I really like. Pretty standard swatches, I would say. You've got your light woods, dark browns, light browns. Yeah, I would say really nice single bed. Not much to say about it. Then we've got a metal single bed. Now, there's definitely a lot more variety in the swatches, but overall, pretty good, I'd say. I really like this yellow one with this blue blanket here. It's really nice. And then you have your more muted, simple tones, white. Yeah, there's a black. Overall, really nice. Can't complain about it. And here we have our double bed, which has all the same swatches of the last single bed we looked at. Really nice. Simple. I like it. I like it. Ooh, I actually think this may be the prettiest swatch. That red is really pretty. And now we've got this, which I think I prefer over the metal frame. Nice wooden frame. I like the little notches that you can see in the wood. And these will be the same swatches as the single bed we looked at first. The more natural wood frames. Really good. I like these. But now some bunk beds, which are really nice. And you don't even have to put a bed under these. You could put a desk, save some space in some smaller builds. But I really like these. Same swatches. I really like the yellow. That one's calling out to me a lot. And this red one in the back. Ooh, also this like, what would you say, like sage green is really nice too. I like these. I don't have anything here. Let me zoom on by and we will go to our seating. So these are nice. For like camping outdoors, probably where I'd use these the most. Little camp setup. I like them. I think they're pretty nice. I don't believe we have anything like that in game already. I mean, there are definitely like little stools, but I'm not sure that they look like. I could be wrong. This is a gorgeous chair. This is a gorgeous chair. I love the throw over it. Gorgeous swatches. I think I could be using this a lot. The leather looks really like comfy and worn and like A good chair. A good chair. I really like it. This swatch is really pretty with the like Monstera leaf throw. And this throw looks especially cozy and comfy. And we have this one. I really like. Well, I don't like it as much as this one. I like it. I like it fine enough. What I do like about it though is the like worn paint or the worn wood look. I think that's really interesting. Someone in my Twitch chat the other day brought up like how they wish like furniture pieces, as you know, Sims use them, they wish that they'd get worn. Like, you know how appliances can break? I wish like sofas and chairs and things that your Sims use a lot would wear over time. That would be really nice. But for now, we have to rely on swatches for that kind of storytelling, which I like, and it might be pretty difficult to implement that other feature, but you know, it would be nice. Otherwise, I like this one. I like it. I just, I prefer the other chair. I almost wish that one had like those worn swatches, but I guess the leather does the storytelling in that. And here we have these that go along with those little stools. All good swatches. I like the variety. Lots of like just natural wood tones, which is always really nice. We'll see how well they pair with other wood tones in the game. And the other catalog, hopefully really well. I mean, it looks like there's a wide variety, so I'm sure we'll be good, right?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Right.
And here we have this dining chair, which has that worn look and feel, which I really like. And yeah, nice. It's nice. I like the patterns. Yeah, definitely a nice log cabin chair. Oh, this one goes along with the other chair that I really liked. This is the dining table version. Gorgeous. That leather is just really, it's got a beautiful texture to it. Really like. Same great swatches. Yellow, red. What is this, like burgundy maybe? That's a gorgeous color. I love that one. And we have some bar stools. The worn bar stools, which are really nice. I like them. And I think we've seen enough seating. Oh wait, actually there's more seating. There's more. All right, here we go. So here's the sofa, which is a beautiful sofa. I love it. It is a little bit more modern. I guess no, I don't really necessarily get a modern feel from these. This one I do. And I wish the base was different. I wish it was just like standard legs, but it's still a very gorgeous couch. I love the leather look, the worn leather look. Yeah, I think it's really nice. And here we go. Here's a love seat in that more like log cabin-y style, which is good. I prefer the other sofa, definitely. It would have been nice to get a love seat for that. I don't think, yeah, we didn't. And here we have, it's the coffee table, or is it an ottoman? It's an ottoman, okay. But I would probably use this as a coffee table. It's really nice, like near a fireplace. You've got all the wood stored under there, which is a really nice look. I like all the patterns. And then you've just got the wood tones for the actual body of the ottoman, which is nice. And the worn look, I really love. Ah, these tables. These are really nice. I'm going to use these a ton. I do a lot of historic builds. So I think these will fit in perfectly, and they look old and worn, and I think they're perfect. I think they're perfect. I love antique furniture. It's really nice. And here we have a dining table. Definitely goes along with a more modern look versus the log cabin look. Really nice. I feel like I've seen this dining table at IKEA. Definitely. But yeah, it's really nice. No complaints here. Besides it being like, not necessarily being my style, you know? I think it's still a really nice table. And these are hall tables. Okay, these are really nice. I like these. Love the color range of the wood. I could see myself using this for sure. Hallway, yeah. Put some flowers, picture frames on it. It'll look great. It'll look great. It would have been nice maybe to have a swatch or two that has like a I guess what would you say, a runner on top with some of these patterns that are on the the other furniture sets. I would have liked that, but still, great item. Yeah, this, I'm gonna use this a ton. Just a camper's chest. Okay, yeah. For storage, storytelling. I really like it. All the stickers, it's worn. Look, there's a raccoon. Fox. Yeah, really nice. And I like that the white and the black one are just, plain. They don't have any stickers. They have some options here. A wood one without any, like, just the natural wood color would have been nice with no stickers, but I like the white and black ones don't. TV trays. I'm sure we have some in game, but these are really nice. Are these TV trays? These are just folding tables. Yeah, I like these. I think they're pretty. They've got the worn look. I think I could use these for sure. I really like all the yellow that they're including in this expansion. And this is just like standard island grub to go appliance cart. Okay. That's cute. I like this. For like smaller kitchens where you don't necessarily want to put an island, there's no room for it. This is really nice. I like this. All right, let's zoom on back here. And we've got, I can't read that type. A coffee table. I was gonna say coffee table, but didn't want to get the name wrong. This will go along with the leather couch and the dining table and that modern looking style of furniture. But great swatches. I don't have any complaints about this. Definitely looks like it could be from IKEA too. This I love. This is a folding desk. I love all the stickers and the wornness of it. They still included stickers on the white and the black swatch, so maybe some without would have been nice. But I'm not bothered by them too much. Maybe when I'm like actually building something and I'm like, I wish these stickers weren't here, but you know, it's fine for now. And we've got, what do you call it? Woodland Lodge Cubbies. Okay. I really like this. Yeah, not much to say about the swatches. Seems like they're going to carry out throughout the expansion, which is nice. So at least you can match it with everything within the expansion, at least. But maybe some of the swatches from Horse Ranch, I feel like would work really well. Yeah, that would probably be the best expansion to pair with all this. And of course, Outdoor Retreat, which is not an expansion, but a game pack. But good for storytelling, a kid's backpack, shoes, little picture frame, archery award. Yeah, I like this. I do wish maybe one of the bottom cubbies was like empty, so that way you could place your own things in there. Well, I guess the top one is, but I mean on the bottom. And yeah, hopefully everything slots really nicely on there. We'll do a slot test. And we've got this picnic bench, which is really nice. Okay, yeah. I'm glad the handprints aren't on every swatch, and there's definitely more that don't have it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 that don't. So that's good. But otherwise, nice. I may use like probably the black and this green one the most out of these swatches. But this will be good for like playgrounds or recess areas, or maybe even inside like some classrooms, like an art classroom. I think that would be really nice for storytelling. And here we've got some sinks. Moving on into the bathroom section. A modern look, which is really nice. Not my personal style, but I really like it. Still, yeah. Same swatches. Now we've got a shower. This is I really like this. It'd be nice to have like outdoor shower areas, like maybe by a beach or a lake camp, log cabin area. That way you clean yourself after you get out of the water and, you know, whatnot. I like this. Good swatches. Although, okay, so the difference is the actual hardware. Okay, because this is gold and this is silver. I guess that's nice that they give you options, but then there's a third white swatch. Is it just that the towel's different? I think that's... Well, I mean, we probably could have used another swatch color. But not bad. I could see myself using it. Oh, you got a little spoiler there, but here's the bathtub, which I would love to sit and soak in this bathtub. I think it looks really nice. Good swatches, yeah. I could definitely see myself using this a ton. It just looks so comfy. I don't know. Would I fit in it? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Now, what else do we have? Okay. Before I go back over there, I will, because I've already shown it off, an in-ground hot tub, which is one of those things like when you're looking for hot tub. I don't know. I don't think about in-ground hot tubs a lot, but now that we have it, I'm like, why haven't we had it? You know, like, I don't know. It's really nice though. I like the difference in textures. There's some marble swatches. This looks like plain, like full lining. What would you say? Plastic texture. I don't know. There's a tiled version. Stone. Yeah, I really like this. I'm so glad we have one now. Now, what would be really nice is if we got a round version, because now I think that's what we're lacking, at least in the hot tub department. But a round in-ground pool would be really nice. All right, so now I'll get on to the activities. Which we have here. Archery. I'm very excited to get into the archery. Sadly, there's not a new death with archery, but you know, that's The Sims. We don't want your Sims picking up a bow and arrow and aiming at another Sim. Or maybe you do. I'm sure there will be a mod for that. But yeah, there's also an archery skill. I think this is really nice. I like that they included 2 different ones, so we're not just, obviously archery came with this expansion, so I don't know that we'll be getting archery again down the line in a release, but I'm glad that they gave us 2 different versions, so that way you have some variety, which is nice. And we have some free weights. This is another thing, like along with the in-ground pool. How did we not have this before? Is my question. How did we not have this already? I think there are some free weight items in the game, but you can't interact with them, so that's a shame. But we have them now, and I did try them out with some of my Sims. Nice, some nice gameplay, some nice storytelling. That way you're not always using the treadmill or the bench press. You know, you have something else to throw in the mix, which I think is nice for storytelling. All right, so next we have the spin bikes. I think this is a really cool item. There are 2 different versions. There's the instructor's spin bike and just your standard spin bike. So the way I'm assuming this works is if you place them down, any bikes within this green range right here will be following that instructor. I think if they're placed outside of that, I'm not sure it'll work, but I can always test that later. Anyways, really cool. I'm excited for the gameplay attached to these. Excited, just more gameplay. Always excited for more gameplay, you know? And speaking of, we've got kayaks, which, I'm so glad. Paddler's Pride Kayak. These are the swatches we've got for it. Really nice. A black kayak would have been nice, I think, but I'm not complaining. This is a great item. I'm glad. Looks very like high quality too. Yeah, I like it. And as with any expansion, we've got some stalls. Gibby Grub Fresh Fit Food stall and Gibby Grub Sugary Paradise food stall. Okay, those are cute. Oh, and then those are the in-ground hot tubs. I'm just gonna swing back over here, and then we will look at some wall decal items. So these are the food stalls. As with any expansion release, we got some food stalls. And those are in-ground pools. Let me see. This is the bar back, which I think is actually very nice. Very simple. I do love the wine on it. That looks like it could be some like moonshine or something. Maybe just like your everyday kitchen needs. I really like it. It's cluttered very nicely. I hope there's enough slots for us to clutter ourselves. I can test that later and see if they passed the slot test. And then here we have our bar, which very simple, which I like. We have enough bar backs that have enough bars that have a lot going on already, so I'm not mad at this. And we've got some wine, some jugs. Looks like a little fridge section. Very, very nice. I like this. And another one of my favorite items in this game is actually... Okay, well, we have our fireplaces. I mean, our fire pits. And this is a really cool item. This, like, stove that goes on top. I checked if it worked in the other fire pits in the game, and they do. They slot right over, which is really nice. I'm glad that they added this. Just another thing that like I wouldn't necessarily think of, but I'm glad it's here, you know? And I believe this is not a pre-order bonus, but buy before so-and-so date. I'll put the info here and the other items, but this is really nice. Just to keep your Sims warm when it's cold out. They have these, not that it ever really gets cold here, but they have these at the bars that we go to. So maybe like a little nice like outdoor bar area with some of these spread out would be really, really nice. And I can show y'all this really quick. Just looks like some sleeping bags maybe, or like some chairs, some foldable chairs in here, and maybe just camping material. It looks nice. I'm glad they added this. Just more clutter, bring your builds to life, you know? And here we have, I feel like a huge selling point probably for a lot of people is the playgrounds. Now, these playgrounds are fully modular. You can change them around. You can pull them apart, put them together. There's ladders and things to climb on and slides and interactable things like this. Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be really nice for a lot of Sims builders, a lot of people who do gameplay and have like children and want to take them to the park. This will be really nice. So got some slides and swings and slide. Just go around along with the playground lot type, which was added to the base game. You can have playgrounds in the base game, but all these items are in this expansion, which I think they're really nice. I mean, I remember playing in these as a kid, so I'm sure this will be a huge selling point. Yeah, I like these. Playgrounds will be a lot nicer looking for sure, instead of some of the older ones that we have in game that have been there for a while, you know? And these are all the same swatch, but here's a quick look at the swatches Let me see if I can zoom in a little so you can get a better idea. Just good. I'm glad there's a variety of swatches and it's not all like standard. This is giving like play place, you know.
It's not giving anything.
Yeah, I think that's really, really cool that they included them in this expansion. All right, so I'm trying to think where I go next. I think I'll go along this wall. So here we just have some standard shelving. There's a wall decal, paper crafted butterfly window, which is very nice. The shelving, really good. I wish there was a little bit more variety between swatches of the actual items. But otherwise, really nice. There is a spot in the middle there that I'm sure we can place something. So yeah, these will work really well in like a log cabin. I mean, it has the light here, some pins. Yeah. You've got some a bow and arrow. It's like an archery, the sky piercer archery trophy maybe. And I really love this item. It's got some hooks for like coats and little picture frames and board games. This is really nice, but at least one slot would have been nice. But I think it's a really like small shelves, so there's probably not a lot in the game that would fit in there. So I understand why they just probably put something in themselves, you know. I believe this is another one of the pre-order items. I will double check that, but a helping hand paper mache heart, which is very cute, very cute. We've got some crafting stations, crafting kits, sorry, and Flutterarium caterpillar incubator. So that's really nice. I did see that there was like bug catching and bug nets, so I'm excited for more gameplay, you know. And then paper crafting, which I think I would probably use this more than the bug of it all, you know. I like bugs too much. And here we have a plant. Can never go wrong with plants. For cluttering, just overall looking nice. Always happy to have more plants in the game. And along with that, these picture frames could be paintings or photos. I'm really happy to have these in because I just feel like I've gone through the entire photo or painting catalog so many times. So always happy to have more. And then we've got these paddles. Very nice. I think there's more swatches, but I didn't have room. So just put those. Yeah, my particular favorite is this one. I really like the photo of the lamb and the yellow frames and these really pretty flowers. It looks like the hot spring is included here. And yeah, very, very nice. Ducks and butterflies and dogs. Log cabin at night. And then we've got the Gibby Point Pride item with Camp Gibby Spirit, sorry. And it's got a map and some banners. Very nice. Very nice. Very simple. Same swatches as you see throughout the expansion. And these are cool. There's some weightlifting, cycling, yoga, swimming. These will come in handy for sure. Looks like there's a jogging one and like a meditation one. So yeah, these are good. We've got mirrors and kitchen clutter on the walls, which I think is really nice. The strainer, the cast iron like griddle there, and pans. I really like those. Gonna be using this item specifically a ton. The mirror's kind of bugging out a bit. Sorry about that. A clock with some arrows in it. And this really nice lantern. Wall lantern. Which is, yeah, very nice. Curtains. Okay. So here we go. These curtains are nice. They remind me a lot of like the Desert Luxe ones. The only thing is I don't think we have a curtain rod. I don't believe, which is disappointing. I believe they said they would add one. Sorry, my dogs are barking right now. I did see something very quickly about them potentially adding one. So I hope that's true. And if I'm wrong, I'll cut this out. But I did see that they saw some. I did see that they said something on Twitter, I believe. So hopefully that gets in the game soon, because I really like these. These are nice, but without the curtain rod, you know, because the Desert Luxe ones had it, but yeah. So hopefully, otherwise, very nice watches. It's got the standard wood frame of it, and then the curtains will go along really well with the rest of the furniture and swatches of the bedding that come in this expansion. So yeah, and we've just got some wall decals for like kayaking. These curtains rolled up, and these sidings. What are these called? Like awnings, is it? Yeah, hot tin awning. That's really nice. And we've got some signage here, pointing every which direction, and then some like more sporting event things for like your competitions. So I like these. I definitely will be using this a lot in like parks and trails, and maybe even like the playgrounds that we can build. And here we have some trunks, which I really love. Just good for clutter. It looks like there's some books in that box there, and maybe map. This is really nice. I like this. Have it set outside, maybe like a log cabin or in a basement, maybe. Probably a basement. And this fan, like this is just a really good like clutter item on a desk, in a classroom, like office. Like there's a lot of use for this for sure. I really like. And we've got some coffee kits, maybe hot cocoa. I was gonna say s'mores, but no, I don't think. But what is this actually? Copious coffee and tea accoutrement, which I love. Yes, coffee and tea. Can't get enough of it though. Oh, here's the tea. But yeah, really good item. Is this the last pre-order bonus? It might be. I'm not sure. More kitchen clutter. Can never have enough of it, to be honest. Because there are so many different styles of kitchens. You're going to use a variety of kitchen utensils in different styles. So I really like this. Deer leaf patterns and yeah, just really nice. And here we go on to rug. Some of the lighter swatches, like this one, might look a little weird in this lighting, so I may have to change the lighting just to get a better idea. But this rug, oh my god, how could you not love this rug? So cute. It does change on swatch, like it'll change shape from swatch to swatch. So there's this option, there's this option, but this one is definitely my favorite. It's so cute, and that one's really pretty. All right, and then there's kayak swatches. Let me change the lighting for y'all, so that way y'all can see the patterns a little bit better. It was just too bright. Yeah, I like those. And I skipped over these a little while ago, but we have the imaginary friends.
I'm so glad that we're best friends. Like, I really love you, bitch. I love you too. But I died
They're a little scary. They're a little scary. I can't wait to see the gameplay with those, because yeah, crazy. And lighting, we have our lighting here. So we have our longer light, which I only put one swatch of. The rest of the swatches are here in the shorter version. Really nice. Same colors throughout. And then we've got this jellyfish lamp, which is really interesting for sure. I can see this like in kids like play place rooms, or like an aquarium maybe, would be really cool. And this is another jellyfish lamp. There's a jellyfish theme throughout the expansion. And this looks like a little like gas lamp, which I really like. It's cute. It's got the same stickers from like that trunk earlier and that foldable desk. And then the woven rope candle lamp, which I love. This is really pretty. Could also like be very nautical, along with, you know, this jellyfish stuff. So that's something to think about. This tall lamp, standing lamp. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Good for living rooms. I feel like next to like a trophy case or something with all your archery awards, this will be really nice. Okay. This is my favorite item. This is my favorite item. I don't know. Something about it. I just love it. A simple, like, wood burning, like, fireplace. Doesn't have the back or a vent. It's unlike the Horse Ranch one. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it. It looks like it could fit into a very old, like, period build. So I'm very excited to use this. I will be using this for sure. And that swatch is pretty. Let me bring back the daylight. That way you can see them a little bit better. Yeah, I really, really like this. This is my favorite item. And it's funny, like, my favorite item isn't necessarily attached to like some of the new gameplay we're getting. I just think it's a really nice fireplace. I don't know. But we do have more fireplaces. There's this more modern one with like a stone texture, but also some wood thrown in there, which is really nice. I could see a lot of people using this in a very like luxe, rich mansion type build. And then you have your standard like log cabin, like what you'd expect to see as far as fireplaces go, which I really like. I actually prefer this one to the more modern luxe looking one. I really like it. I think it's got good swatches. This stone texture is actually like a floor and wall texture, so that'll be really nice to like mix and match with. I think it also is a platform texture and a foundation texture. So if you wanted to maybe like build a foundation up inside your home and then use that texture so it matches in with the fireplace, you got it. You got it covered in the platform texture and then the floor, so, and the wall. So yeah, you can just marry it all in. And here we've got a dresser. The same stickers. Doesn't look like they provided a swatch without the stickers, which is just like, I would say a knock, because just give people the option, you know? But otherwise, really nice. I like the worn look. I mean, most of the time when you go find all this old furniture on like yard sales or thrift stores, like they have these stickers and all these things on it. But yeah, the option of not having them would have been a little nice. I know it is pretty realistic to have them there, but yeah. We've got some diving boards, which are really nice. We don't have any tall diving, like as tall as this anyways. Diving boards, which I really like. You can see people building water parks and or like just your general like diving boards and deeper pools. Yeah, I really like these. There's some pool ladders here. Obviously there's not a actual pool here, so it's glitching out a little bit, but I will showcase these a little bit more in my build section. But here we have Camper Spirit Gate, so that's nice just for storytelling purposes. We've got a bathroom, woodland public bathrooms, and then just some more signage, rustic banner, and then the Camp Gibby Gibby Gate, which I love. I really like that. Did I miss anything as far as build mode goes? Oh, wait, a mini fridge. There's a mini fridge. Okay. Almost forgot. There's a mini fridge. Cute mini fridge. Very simple. We also have a toast tea kettle and a Smoothie-tron, a blender experience. So these are really nice. I nearly forgot about these, but there we go. Now that's everything. There are more swatches for these two items, but ooh, I like that one. Yeah, I just put these for now. What about these? Yeah, nothing crazy. Standard blender swatches. But this is build mode. Sorry, this is buy mode. And I will be right back to show you build mode. Alrighty. And here we have build mode. So here we have these flags, which I am going to use a ton probably. I think for some of my castle builds, these would be really nice. We don't have anything like this in game currently. I don't think. Or this nice looking anyways. And then we have some like dormers. Glorious Dormer of Solidarity. Which I like that they kept it simple. Nothing too crazy, but these will work nice in your camping, you know, log cabin builds maybe, or outdoor retreat kind of vibes. And here we have Gloria's double stack chimney, which is nice. It almost doesn't look real, if that makes sense. I don't know. It looks kind of like a toy. I don't know. But not too bad. I don't think I'll be using this a ton. I think maybe if like this had been open. No. I don't know. I need to maybe try and use it in a build and then I'll see. But this one is really nice. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Nice stone texture. Yeah, a nice stone texture. And then we've got our columns. This is more like your standard wood, carved one, which is nice. Same swatches from the expansion. And then we have this one, which the metal parts are kind of throwing me off, but it's a nice column. I'm glad that we have this kind of something different, you know. But yeah, I really like this one. I'm glad it's in the game, but I do wish there was a flag to come from it, but I guess then it wouldn't be a column. I don't know. But here we go. We have this is kind of a mix of a couple items. We have the platform texture at the bottom here, which is a stone with the matching stair texture. I'm saying texture, I mean swatch. I think us as simmers are used to the word swatch, so let me start saying that. Yeah, we have the same swatches there. We have the two different fences, the two different platform swatches, the two different stair swatches, the columns and the spandrels, and two different types of flooring, which I thought went well together. So just so you get an idea of how you could use them, here's the gate as well for this one, and then here's the gate for this one. I don't think I was actually able to put there, but it worked, so yeah, I like these. Definitely, this looks like a really good deck, like a good swatch to build a deck, or a dock out into the water, so I like that. Here we have our two roof textures. I can show y'all really quickly the swatch, some of the swatches. This is a hot tin roofing, which is nice, and then this is intense canvas roof. Okay. Yeah, nice swatches. Not my favorite roof texture, but this definitely looks like a tent texture, like it's got some stitching. I guess you say tarp. Well, I guess it's canvas, right? But yeah, I like it. And then we have the tin roof. Here are the foundation swatches. We have 3 different foundations. So we have this wood one to match the platform one. We have some stilts to go out into the water, or just generally putting a house on stilts, which I think is nice. And then this stone one, which I think is my favorite of them. But yeah, I like it. And I just put some more floor textures. Here we have the swatches for the floors. Yeah, these are nice. These are nice. I could see myself using the stone one a lot. And maybe this wood one for a deck or general dock area. Then we can move on to our doors. There is only the first level height for doors and windows, so that's something to note. All really good doors though. I really like these. There's some like worn paint options. This is an archway. This is a sliding door. So they've got some pretty good bases covered. This is definitely like a more modern looking one. This is like a canvas one. So if you're gonna build like a tent, or like a temporary camping structure, this would probably be the one you use. Or maybe it would be good for like greenhouses maybe too. And yeah, this goes with that sliding door over there. And these like mesh panel doors, which I really like. The doorknobs are actually very nice. Yeah. That's these. Windows. I think this is my favorite window. I really like this one. The 9 window. And then we've got this canvas one with like some plastic, it looks like. This is interesting. I do wish there was a taller version of this, because that would be nice. I just feel like it's so small. But maybe you can like stack it on top of another window, and that'll help. But otherwise, it's nice. I just wish there were multi-height ones, you know? Because I feel like that might be something some builders might look for. Let me see what I can do as far as like, no, see, that doesn't work. Even this might work if you have like a 2-story, not 2-story, but a taller build, taller than this anyways. Yeah, I guess you could make that work. But I feel like maybe the option should have been there from the get. Still nice windows though. We've got some with shutters, the mesh panels, and this one looks like it's all mesh, so I could see this like being on a porch or around a deck. Yeah, I really like it. Let the air in. And another canvas panel window. Yeah. Only gripe is there's not multi-height windows or doors. So it's fine. It's fine. Some variety would have been nice, but this lovely wallpaper has me like in a Christmas mood. I don't know. It's very nice. I love the colors, the swatches. It looks like there's a Sasquatch running about. Got Bigfoot. Oh, I didn't even notice alien. We've got some camping, some deer. Yeah, I really like all these different swatches, and that the actual swatches of the wallpaper change, not only the colors. So yeah, really nice. Got me in the Christmas spirit for sure. There are a few different wood textures, wood paneling textures. So we've got this one, and they'll have the same colors throughout. They just look different, which is nice. I feel like these will get a lot of use for sure. You've got this one, but it has all the same colors. color stories, just different textures. Wood siding one, which is nice. Actually, I like this one a lot. You can see this being used a lot. And then we've got the canvas wall. So that'll go with the roof. The windows, the door, all that. Which looks really nice. Definitely, like, you can see it, like, being pulled, and definitely looks like a tent. I didn't realize that's what it was at first with the roof, but yeah, I'm glad they added this. And here we have the stone texture or swatches, which will go with the fireplace I showed you earlier from the build. I mean the buy catalog, with the platform and foundation and the floor. So yeah, really nice. I like these. Less swatches, but not bad one. I like. I've got darker, light. There's even a little blue and gray and browns. Which is great. So earlier I said I wanted to show you what the diving boards look like. And here they are in the pool. So we've got the ladder there. And we've got these two smaller diving boards, and then these two taller diving boards. Definitely, like, this would probably be standard at any swimming pool. And then maybe this is like a swimming pool at a lake, or it's just more natural looking. Which is great. I'm glad there's that variety. And then we've got a slide into the pool with some running water coming down it. I like that a lot. And then we've got these like bush items. Eligible flower topiary. Topiary number 3, topiary number 1. Yeah, these are cute. And that's basically build mode. Now I've got to show y'all the styled rooms, so you can get an idea of how you can use these items. Here looks like a kid's room. There's a crafting kit. And they've got the banners there, those rolled up canvas curtains. And yeah, a toy box, the storage crates. Very cute stuff. Very cute stuff. I really like these. All right. So here we have the next room. And definitely a more modern looking vibe. We've got the dining table, we've got the mesh screens, the couches, and the lounge chair. And I regretfully didn't show the gaming system that comes with this expansion in my buy overview, but there it is, and in all its glory. Retro gaming system, the wallpaper, the rug, the floor. Yeah, all really nice. Let's move on to the next room. Sorry if you hear my dogs are barking. This looks really cozy. I like this. They use the bar and the bar back. And the fireplace. Oh, I love this fireplace. I think it's so nice. You can use this a ton. And the wallpaper. Yeah, this, it's just like screams cozy Christmas getaway in a log cabin. I love it. I love it. All it's missing is the Christmas tree. Let's see. Let's go into this one. Looks like this is a gym. We've got the spin bikes and the mini fridge and smoothie and the free weights. Yeah. All really good. All really good. We've got the speakers for the music. Hey, this one. Oh wow. Gibby Point butterfly and moth habitat. This is so nice. I don't think I showed this either. This is really nice. Okay. Why did this show up? Well, let me show y'all now. Why didn't I place this down? Good swatches. That's so interesting. Okay. I like that. Okay, I'm glad there's even more stuff. As far as like gameplay goes, maybe you catch them in this and then you can put them in there. Yeah, just a simple room. I think it's just to show off the insect habitat, which I really like. I think, is that all the styled rooms? 1, 2, 3, yeah. 4, 5. That's all of them. Okay. And that concludes my overview of build and buy mode for this expansion. I really like it. I don't think it's going to be for everybody necessarily. I don't think the modern style, the modern pieces of it don't really fit my build style, but I could get a lot of use out of the more traditional, more carved wood and worn textures that are in the rest of this expansion. And there's a lot of them, lots of wood and stone and natural swatches. So I think I will get a lot of use out of this. I do kind of want to build a log cabin. I do kind of want to build a log cabin. I'm interested to see how the gameplay works and everything. I'll try and record some like shorts for gameplay, showing off this item, the spin instructor item. I'd like to see how that works in full. So I'll try and record something for that too. I will separate them. I will give I will give build mode a 7 out of 10. I do think what is here is nice. I do think the lack of different sizes as far as windows and doors just brings it down a bit. Most notably this one, I feel like there should have been a bigger one, but you know, it's not a huge problem as you can stack them like this. I just think, you know, a little variety as far as heights go would have been nice. I do think all the canvas textures are really interesting. I think I primarily use wood flooring all the time, so I'm happy about that. The wood paneling is really nice too. I think 7 is pretty fair for build mode. Yeah. And let's go back to buy mode. Okay. I would give buy mode an 8. I think there's a lot that's great here. An 8 is fair. An 8 is fair. I will try and build a log cabin, but I definitely want to do some spooky builds because it is October, and want to get like a haunted house in. Maybe I could do a haunted log cabin. We'll figure something out. But that concludes my overview of the build and buy for the Adventure Awaits expansion. I think it's good. I think this is the biggest selling point is probably going to be a lot of the gameplay that is attached to this game. I do, however, love build and buy mode. I gave build a 7, buy an 8. I think there's a lot good here. I don't know that there's enough to, if you're not a fan of this style, particularly pull you one way, but I hope it helped. I hope this video helped you make a decision and check out my content on Twitch, on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm trying to post more. I'm trying to be more active. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Twitch at 3:30 p.m. CST. So you can catch me there playing Sims, playing more DVD, playing Marvel Rivals, a variety of other games. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around this long, I know I ramble quite a bit. But I'm excited to get into the gameplay, so hopefully you'll see me getting into that. If this video helped you, use creator code His Name is Michael on the EA app. I appreciate you so much. Bye.